Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the latest edition of the Mayor's Corner. Now, I've told you for weeks we were dying to get outside, right? So we've had a couple good days here in the city weather-wise, and so Ryan and I thought, let's get outside because it looks like there could be some rain sneaking in here in a little bit, but we wanted to get outside today. And I'm coming to you I'm right in Brown Square in front of the statue of William Lloyd Garrison, right? The Liberator, right? A beautiful statue that we have here in the city. And it's timely that I'm here because there are some things that I think William Lloyd Garrison would be really interested in about what's going on around the city. First, we had a training yesterday for about 25 or so, maybe a little bit more than that, city employees upstairs at City Hall. And it was around DEI training, right? So diversity, equity, and inclusion. We have partnered with YW Boston to come in, and there's a lot of things going on here. First, we're going to start with these dialogues with city employees. I thought we had a great session yesterday upstairs. And then also at the end result of this, I wanted to have an action plan moving forward for DEI here in the city, right? We had a DEI alliance, a lot of people who want to get involved, but I think what we were missing was a plan of action moving forward. So that was the first step yesterday, is this partnership with YW Boston and these dialogues that are happening upstairs. Also, I just wanted to highlight another kind of related to DEI happening in the city. The PEG Center is having their series finale, anti-racism conversation at the Bresnahan School this Thursday, 6:30 to 7:45, all right? And that was a series of 3, I believe, anti-racism forums, and so this will be the last one. But really timely topic. Again, these are difficult conversations to have, but I applaud the PEG Center for continuing to bring these conversations to the public. So that's happening this week, and unfortunately I won't be there, but I hope you can make it at the Bresnahan. And then, there's just been some other things going on in the city too that I just wanted to mention. I think you've probably heard an article in the paper around vandalism to one of the Black History Month signs that we have here in the city. Obviously, I condemn that. I don't like to see that. We're going to replace it, but again, fits into this community conversation that we need to have around race and DEI. So that was disappointing to see this week. Newburyport Pride is coming up as well. We've got we put fresh coats of paint on our 2 crosswalks here in the city, so we're excited about that. But again, these are all issues that fall under DEI that I think we need to continue to move forward here in the city. So again, I was excited about the training this week. I'm excited for all the work that Tina Lose has done moving the city forward in this direction, and I can't wait to see what we end up with as far as an action plan for the city. And how does that translate on the city side, and how does that translate on the community side as well? It's budget season, as Joe DBAs from Local Pulse would say. It's the most wonderful time of the year. So the budget has officially been sent to City Council. They had their meeting on Monday and sent it to Budget and Finance. Councilor Zeed is the chair of Budget and Finance. So they have about 8 meetings that they'll have. And these are called budget hearings, right? So anybody can attend. They're open to the public. And they will go through each department in the city on these different nights. And it's right on our city calendar. You can click in, see if there's a department that you want to hear about or know more about. You can actually go and attend that night because they stick pretty close to that schedule. So we're excited to get through this process. I believe we've put together a very thoughtful and responsible budget in kind of challenging economic times. And so I'll look forward to hearing what the public has to say. But I do think this budget moves our city forward in a lot of great ways. And so I'm looking forward to going through that process with the City Council. What else is going on? So Monday night, I also provided a project update, and I'll just go through it real quick on some of the projects going on around the city. There was an article in the paper today, but Market Landing Park is almost done, which is just great news. I think we were trying to get it done before Memorial Day weekend. It looks like it's probably going to be more like that first week in June. But that has been a tremendous project. We love seeing it all come together. There's just a few things left to do, and of course once we open it, we'll still have to let the grass grow a little bit in a few areas and keep people off it. But the site amenities will be there. We'll get to honor the community organizations and businesses that step forward to help us do these types of things. And again, the City Council approved the funding for this project, so it's nice to see that all come together. So we're excited about that project. The fire station keeps moving right along. They had a couple great big milestones this week. They're still a little behind schedule, but that they got behind a little early in the process. us for some of the site things that they discovered as they started working on the site. But we still think we can catch up there. But we're still looking for an early fall finish for the fire station. And I applaud our fire department. Again, they're all up in one building up there on Greenleaf Street right now, and they're still, they're working together, having a great job, and they're making it work, and again, keeping up that great coverage around the city. What else can I say for projects? The bulkhead project as well. That's been going on the same time as the Market Landing Park project. They've had some big milestones lately too in their project. They'll be finishing up this summer. But again, docks are in. We're open for business. It's going to be a great year on the water, as long as we get some great weather. But I know Paul Hogg and his staff are excited. But that bulkhead project has been coming right along. And again, that bulkhead project is really just holding our whole waterfront together, right? So we're so glad that we were able to do that project. And again, we got some great federal and state funds to help us finish that project as well. And lastly, I'll just say, I hope you're seeing all the streets and sidewalk work that's happening around the city. We just put an update. I put it in the city council packet, but we also put it up on our website. It's just an update on kind of the order of a lot of these things that are going to finish around the city. I think you've seen streets like Lime and Johnson and Middle and Willow and some of these other streets get done recently as far as being like ripped up and then put down the top coat. These are streets that we're going to work on sidewalks there as well, so that work will happen, and then we'll come back in later in the summer and do the final coat of paving. But right now, a lot of these streets are much better than they ever were. And then there's another whole list of streets that we're not working on sidewalks on that we're going to get to right now too. I think Crow Lane's on that list, Spring Lane, up around my old neighborhood like Alberta Ave and Myrtle. Some of those streets are getting done as well. So again, a lot of great work happening all across the city, and that was the point of the Streets and Sidewalks plan, right? We wanted to have work happen every year, and we wanted it to happen around the city. And again, hopefully, the plan is to catch up one day. And we've actually put some things in the budget this year that's going to hopefully help us support that plan going forward. After some of these bond funds that we've done for this work runs out in 5 years, right? So we're trying to plan for the future as well of this plan, but also deal with the present right now and get these streets done. So lastly, I'm just going to leave you. There's a couple things going on this weekend, which I just wanted to put on your radar. The Newburyport Public Schools Waterfront Festival is this weekend down at Market Landing Park. This is always a great day in the city. Hopefully we get some good weather. Right now they're saying chance of rain, but it looks like it could hold off and be a great day. This is when schools from all the way down to kindergarten all the way up to the high school show us their talents on stage. And like I said, I love being down there for that. It's a fun day. You can actually spend the whole day downtown and just hear all the great acts and all the great talent that we have in the city with our kids. But that's a fun day, and thank you to our teachers down at our Newburyport Public Schools who helped put this together, especially our arts teachers that work really hard on that. On Saturday, there's a Veterans Barbecue down at the Elks Pavilion. So again, we're hoping for a good day for them. That's from 1 to 4. Any questions, reach out to our Veteran Affairs office and our department head, Kevin Hunt. But that's being put on. Veterans eat for free. So if you're out there and a veteran, thank you for your service. Right before Memorial Day, get down there, and they're doing a free lunch for you barbecue at the Elks. There's a public meeting coming up that some people might be interested in. So we've been looking at Low Street as a whole, right? I mean, that's one of our last streets in the city that are 35 miles per hour. People go a lot faster than that on that street. So how do we make Low Street safer, right? Well, it's such a big street that we got to do it a little bit at a time, right? We're looking at the crossing where we hope Port Rec at 59 Low Street will be right across from the Knock Middle School. We look at that intersection at Perry Way and Johnson Street and Low Street where River Valley Charter School is. My parents are driving by. I'm going to give them a little wave. Hey, what's up, Dad? So then that intersection is a tough intersection. And then this other one we're moving a little bit quicker on is the Colby Farm Lane, North Atkinson Street, Low Street intersection. There's a public meeting on that next week. It's May 22nd. It's at the Senior Center, and it's at 6 p.m. Okay, so that's a public meeting to talk about the possible work that can be done there. That is a massive intersection that gets a lot of traffic, and now we have a lot of kids that live in that Colby Farm Lane development. They're trying to cross the street for school every day. We have crossing guards down there now, but we'd like to make that safer, right? And can we slow the traffic down eventually on Low Street as well? So those are all the things that we're going to be thinking about, but that we're going to start with that intersection because it's a way to school, and that's happening next week on May 22nd. And finally, wow, I haven't got the heads up from Ryan, so I think we're doing pretty good on time. I do want to say, yesterday we had a kind of a fun day in the afternoon. We had Pum the piping plover be released to the world, right? So he is going to be, or I should just say Plum is going to be the mascot for the Newburyport Recreation and Youth Services. And so we got to meet Plum yesterday. I mean, what a perfect mascot for Newburyport, right? The piping plover is something we hear about all the time, connected to Plum Island. So we had a lot of fun. We had a contest about picking the next mascot for Rec and Youth Services. And so we had 2 winners yesterday, so it was great to honor them. It'll probably be in the paper tomorrow, but that was a fun day. And then tomorrow I get to go away to a mayor's conference, and I do this every spring. And it's just a really great opportunity for other mayors in the Commonwealth to get together. It happens down on the Cape. I'll be leaving late tonight after a meeting. But, you know, it's a full day Thursday and a half day Friday of just a lot of great professional development, I would say, for mayors, but also great therapy as far as, you know, big or small, whatever kind of municipality you're from. We all are facing similar issues and face similar challenges. So it's great just being around those tables and talking about those things and coming up with solutions. You know, I learn so much every time I go. And I get to share what we're doing here too, and I know a lot of mayors pick up on that as well. So we're excited about that, which means my office hours, I will not be there on Friday. So again, I just want to remind everybody, I have office hours every Friday, 8:30 to 10. If I have to go later, I usually do. And a lot of people have been taking me up on it, which is great. But I wanted to say that, hey, every time you have you want an opportunity to come see me, I'm going to find a way to make that happen. So no office hours this week, but we'll be back next week. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. A lot of great events coming on. There's so much going on in the city. And I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.